Hello again. When you are in a relationship or you're planning to be in a relationship, you can expect that there will be some changes in both of your activities and behaviors, and that will be needed to build a healthy relationship. Certain things that were okay to do earlier before you got into the relationship may need to change based upon your partner's preferences. Now, what is okay to do and what is not okay to do would change depending upon you and your partner's comfort levels and acceptance. Now, this does not mean you lose your freedom. It means that while taking care of your needs, you also will need to account for your partner's needs as well. Like if you are doing certain things which are unacceptable to your partner, then you may want to take your partner's opinion and also have a conversation around it. These are what I would call the boundaries of a relationship. Though boundaries are applicable to any relationship for that matter, here I am particularly referring to a couple relationship. When I say couple, it could be any committed relationship, which could be a marriage or a live-in or a dating relationship as well. The boundaries would also apply to what you or your partner, what do you share with, whom do you share with, how much do you interact with someone else, or how involved someone else is in your personal life and decisions, or how much you are involved in somebody else's life. Now, if any of these things make you or your partner uncomfortable, then it is a good time to revisit and realign these boundaries. Let me give you two scenarios, and I would invite you to think about them a bit. Just to be clear, these are not real client names, okay? Now, Akshay and Neeta were married since 2 years. Both were working and both they lived independently in a separate apartment. And Akshay's parents lived about 3 kilometers away. Now, both parents of Akshay and Neeta, both parents were healthy and self-sufficient and financially well-to-do as well. But Akshay's mother would insist that both of them need to visit them every other day. Now, initially, Neeta also obliged. But 3 months later, she did not want to keep going there all the time very frequently. So Akshay would visit on his own and Neeta maybe once in a while. Now Akshay's mom did not like that Neeta didn't visit as frequently. And all couple decisions regarding what they wanted to purchase for their house, or what should they do with their bonus, or where they should go for their trips, holidays, everything had to be discussed with Akshay's mother. And she would have a say on it. Sometimes when they did not agree with Akshay's mother, then she would also get upset. Now this created a lot of conflicts between Akshay and Neeta. What do you think was going on in the family? What is causing the issues for the couple? Let me give you another example. Again, these are not real client names. Now, Jason and Liz, they have been together since a few years. Now, Liz would be on WhatsApp and other social media till very late in the night, still about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night. And one of the people that she would chat with was her schoolmate, Roger. Now, Jason did not like it that she was chatting till very late in the night. And so he would get annoyed and would keep asking her whom she was chatting with late in the night. And Liz knew that Jason was annoyed, and so she would say that it was work related. One particular day, Jason had to use her mobile to make a call, and then he checked the WhatsApp messages and then saw that all her chats were with Roger. Though the content was innocuous, the time at which these chats were happening became the issue. The number of messages being exchanged between the two of you also became an issue. The lying and the hiding also became an issue. What do you think was happening here? And where do you think lies the problem? I see a lot of couples that I work with who have this issue, where One partner feels that they're having a close friendship with someone else, but the other partner is not comfortable with it and they feel it is an affair. And a partner who has this friendship feels that there's nothing wrong in the relationship, it is just a friendship. But the thing is, your partner is uncomfortable. So some important questions which come up are like, are friendships outside the marriage important? Can't we get emotional support from our friends and family? What if there is no attraction or any sexual undertones? Where do we draw the line? Maybe I'll make another video just focusing on these specific questions. Let's come back to our topic. First of all, let me state it upfront that it is important to have good and healthy support circle for yourself. It should be friends, family, siblings, relatives, etc. But these connections are very necessary for a healthy life, to feel secure, to feel happy and accepted. Having said that, it is important for both partners to agree upon what is acceptable and what is not acceptable with respect to the boundaries of the relationship. Now, the two examples that I talk about, these are what I would call as boundary issues or boundary violations in a relationship. Let's go a bit deeper on this topic. Number one, boundaries keep your relationship safe. Boundaries are needed to keep your relationship safe and not intended to curtail you or to take away your freedom or to distance you away from others. When you're in a relationship, you need to not just think of your needs and yourself, but also about your partner and their needs as well. Now, when you get into a relationship or a marriage without this understanding, you might feel suffocated or you might feel that your freedom has been restricted. To be ready, to be prepared, and to have a good relationship, it is important to know that are you willing to take into account your partner's preferences, their choices, comfort levels, and acceptance. Number two is gaining and maintaining trust in your relationship. Now, when you're able to set up clear boundaries for your relationship and you're able to adhere to them, it is the best way to gain and maintain your partner's trust. You respect each other when you respect each other's boundaries and the boundaries of your relationship. Now, it builds greater intimacy between the couple and it encourages more open communication and bonding. When you are doing something by yourself, especially in your partner's absence or involvement, it is all the more important for you to consider if that would make your partner feel comfortable or would it not be okay with them. Number three, discuss and decide what your boundaries are together. What is okay or not okay in a relationship is to be decided by the couple and for the couple together. There will be a need for negotiation and it is best to arrive at a common understanding of the same. Sadly, most couples do not have this conversation or they hesitate to have this important but not so easy conversation. They prefer to assume things, and only when things go wrong or when they let it get piled up, and then one day it will just burst out like a volcano, then they will see the damage to the relationship. So in summary, boundaries are defined for the couple, by the couple together. Both partners need to own these boundaries, and that would help maintain the intimacy, trust, and sanctity of the couple relationship. The specifics of these boundaries would vary depending upon the couple. Each couple might have different set of boundaries based upon what you are okay with and not okay with. It would involve open discussion and negotiation between the couple. It's important to arrive at a common understanding of the boundaries for the relationship. Now, boundaries could be applicable to any kind of behavior, activity, interaction, information sharing that happens with anybody else outside the couple relationship. It could be with your parents, siblings, friends, colleagues, including ex-partners and other past relationships. Boundary don't cage you, but it keeps your relationship safe. So, do you think you and your partner have a common understanding of your relationship boundaries? What, in your opinion, are the key areas where safe boundaries need to be established? Do share your thoughts and comments. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon so that you get the alerts as well. And I will see you soon with another video which would be of your interest. This is Kala signing off.